There's a big debate online about what you're actually supposed to embody in your chart. Some astrologers say your purpose is your north node, others say it's your rising sign, and some insist it's about fully embodying your sun sign. So let's talk about it. Now, personally, I don't think it's just one thing. I think different parts of the chart become more dominant at different stages of our lives. When we're children, we often express our moon or even our south node most strongly. The moon represents our emotional instinct and early environment. So naturally, that's what we lean into first. The moon also is your most private self, and children tend to be very authentic. As we move into our teens and 20s, we tend to step more fully into our sun sign. This is when we're developing our identity, figuring out who we are, and expressing our core personality. But something interesting begins to happen as we get older. After major life cycles, especially things like the Saturn return around the age of 30, many people begin to grow more into their rising sign and their north node. The rising sign represents how we move through life and the direction we're evolving towards, while the north node points to the deeper growth that our soul is trying to do in this lifetime. Now, I have noticed something very interesting about this debate online. Many very popular astrologers on Instagram and TikTok strongly emphasize the idea that your sun sign is what you're meant to embody. And these astrologers are brilliant, insightful, magnetic, and incredibly talented at what they do. I personally follow them, but many of them are also under the age of 30, which they may still be in the stage of life where the sun is naturally more dominant. Our relationship to our chart evolves as we do. For example, in my own life, I've noticed this shift. As a child, I expressed my Pisces moon very strongly, and as a teenager and young adult, I leaned heavily into my Scorpio sun. But as I've grown older, I found myself embodying my Sagittarius rising more and more, along with my Taurus north node. And that's why this conversation is less about which placement is correct and more about where you are in life right now. So if you're seeking guidance from an astrologer, it can actually be really helpful to work with somebody who understands the stage of life that you're currently in, and to find someone who looks at the chart as something that evolves over time. Because the truth is that your chart isn't just one placement. It's a lifelong unfolding. So I'm curious, comment and tell me down below. Which of those do you most identify with? Your sun, your rising, or your moon, or even your north node? Tell me, I'm curious.